I put a sticker on my laptop too. Hey everyone, Greg Cazillo from Cazillo.com. Welcome to Keep Shooting Monday number 37, was it? 38, sorry, 38. Yes, towards the end of the show, I will remind you how you can win a t-shirt. That's through a nice little photo contest that is going on all through this month. It will not be a difficult assignment, but I have a feeling you're going to have some stiff competition, so that's why I'm giving you plenty of time to get some cool photos. Autumn or spring, depending upon whether you're in the northern hemisphere or southern hemisphere, and so it should be a really cool one. And so this tweet just came over a second ago from Parker. He's one of the guys that won the contest last week for the stickers. He literally just sent this out a couple minutes ago, and so it's the stickers that I sent him yesterday. Dropped them in the mail. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday of last week, and he obviously received them already, so that's cool. Too bad they're sitting next to a Canon. Oh well. So thanks for sending that over, Parker, and cool background. I like your Twitter background. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a Twitter background like that was plaid. Different, definitely different. I like it though. I like it. So, Nikon files a patent for interchangeable sensor camera. Supposedly, as I'm reading through this article, they actually filed something very similar to this a few years back with regards to mirrorless cameras. I don't know. I think it would be interesting for a higher-end camera like a D800, say, maybe for a sports photographer, maybe you don't want like the 36 megapixels or whatever it is that's in a D800. I forget what it is right now. And so maybe it's a good way to go. Oops, you know what? I forgot to resize this. There we go. That's better. Maybe you forgot, you don't need all those megapixels and you want to get a different sensor. Maybe you need them sometimes and not others. Maybe you want extra detail of, say, a studio kind of a camera or a studio sensor that's very high resolution, and then there's other times you swap it out. I think this is interesting, and I like the idea of the interchangeability, but I have a feeling it's just a patent. I think it kind of works against their business model a little bit, and I just think it's not something that's going to come up, at least not in, say, the next 5 years, probably, if at all, since I think it's kind of against their business model. They'd rather sell you two bodies rather than have, sell you one body and two sensors. So, yeah, we'll see. That was over on Petapixel, and Nikon Rumors posted it too, but I saw it on Petapixel first, so that's where I talked about it. By the way, let me go over to the store here. I was just talking about it a few minutes ago, and I gave an extra special discount code, but you can't use it anymore. The photography classes. I have a photography class coming up the end of October, 19th and 20th. It's going to be an awesome class, 19th and 20th. Probably going to be 2 afternoons, at least 8 hours. Probably going to end up being more like 8 or 10 hours. And we're going to talk about Lightroom, posing, and lighting, and flash, and light. And we're going to be working with fall leaves and all that kind of thing. Should be a really awesome class. It's going to be somewhere here around Chester County, Pennsylvania. And so you can head over and go to the store, and you click on store, and then, let's see, I'll show you. Click on store, and then classes, and it's the first one there. And so sign up. There is only 12 spots. That's it. I don't want to open this up to like 30 people. This is going to be a very limited class size. I'm going to keep it very small, very short, very intimate, because I want you guys to learn. I actually had a couple people comment today on today's on the on YouTube about, hey, I want to learn how, I want to get over this funk that I'm in. I just don't have any inspiration. Well, this can be a great way to get over that inspiration and get some more ideas. And so so check this out. It's going to be an awesome class. Talk about Lightroom, posing, take a lot of pictures. Probably going to use a lot of my equipment, and you'll be able to see what I'm using, how exactly I'm doing it, a lot of my methods when I'm shooting a portrait, how I'm adding that flash, what I'm thinking about when I come up on a scene. I'm going to have models and everything in the whole 9 yards, so we're going to be ready to go. It should be a really awesome class and a good time. A couple of ideas of locations, but I haven't ironed them out 100%. That's why I'm leaving it to be determined, but it'll definitely be somewhere here in Chester County. If you would like to sign up, I have added a comment on YouTube, but in the meantime, it's Cazillo.com/fallportrait, and that'll get you to this page. You can sign up, and I hope to see you there. Again, class size is limited to 12. First come, first served. Cool photo here posted over on DIY Photography. This is awesome. I don't know how much of it is post processing versus the original image and in camera, but it's still cool. Having 3 lightning bolts in a single image is pretty darn awesome. And so yeah, that's really cool. So taken at 9 p.m. with a D800 and a Nikon 2040-85 lens at 24mm f8 ISO 400 using a 25-second exposure. Long exposure lighting made it possible to catch 2 lightning bolts in one shot. So that's awesome. And here's a couple more of his images, and that's just so cool. So cool. Oh, amazing. There you go. He's actually is showing the post-processing in that. So definitely check this one out. All of the links that I am sharing today, I will share in the post on the website as well in the description on YouTube when I repost the video. Speaking of reposting videos, I've had a number of people say to me lately, hey Greg, I'm not getting the videos coming up in my feed as you're posting them. And so I'm going to try something new today, and that's saving today's video as a new version, as a second version, and then turning off this version. So please let me know if you do see this one show up in your feed as a new email or a new video. I'm guessing it's because I do these as events and then save them as the original event URL or video, the video URL thing. I think that's what it is. But I'm going to try something different today, so let me know if that works, and hopefully it'll be showing up in feeds, and because that's obviously not a good thing. Obviously, we want growth, we want more viewers, more people around, and more people to enjoy it, but yeah, so hopefully that'll help. Let's try it out. A couple cool photos that caught my eye. First one is this Model T photo. From the Model T Museum in Detroit by Memories by Mike. Interesting photo, maybe just a touch underexposed, and we got this brighter area over here on the left. It's maybe a little bit distracting. Maybe he could have cropped it square, made it a little better. I don't mind the slightly underexposed look of this because it kind of makes it look old and antique-y, but the brighter area on the left side bothers me a little bit. Again, I'd rather see just a little crop, just to fix that up a little bit. I think it would make a big difference. Next one, I saw someone else post some really awesome racing photos. Car racing photography is very difficult. Oh, and by the way, did you notice the DSLR on top of the roof of the car? I would love to see some of the shots from that camera. I know that would be cool. Maybe it was doing video, but anyway, neat photo. And this guy definitely knows what he's doing when it comes to shooting cars and racing, because it is very difficult to get interesting photos of racing. And so, yeah, cool stuff. I'd love to see the photos or video from the top of that car. Please send them over. This is a neat one, although 2 things that I don't like. Number 1, the watermark drives me crazy. Number 2, the nuts there are out of focus. That bothers me. And number 3, why are you cutting off the tail? A little bit too tight. Could have been just a little bit looser to make it work a little bit better. Although I love the bokeh. I love how it's out of focus it is. Oh, and the watermark sucks too. Don't like the spot. I think it just so distracting. You don't want a watermark to distract from the image. I know there's copyright and you don't want people to steal your photos and all that stuff. But if you register your photos with the Copyright Office, it's not going to be an issue. So just don't do it. Don't do it. Great photo, but you totally ruined it with sticking your watermark there. No. Another cool one, Toronto Zoo, Monroe. Nice job. Good time. By the way, all these photos come from the Flickr photo pool /group/Cazillo is the URL. Make sure you join there, post a couple photos. Maybe, oh, of course it didn't. Come on. There it is. Thought I typed that right. I guess not. Maybe I don't know how to type my own name. I don't know. So, let's see. What those other good ones are here? Hey, look, another really ugly watermark. Sorry, Julie. Is there anything else? Ooh, that's a cool Chevy picture right there. There's one more I was thinking about grabbing and talking about. Remember a while ago we talked about having vignettes that are good and vignettes that are bad. Here's a good example of a bad one. Cool spider photo. Oh, that's what it was. There was a portrait down here, I think, where she looked really uncomfortable. And so it definitely is a talent to get someone comfortable in the photo. There you go. She just does not look comfortable in these images, unfortunately. It takes some time and some work in order to get a model to look comfortable, especially if she's not a professional model. So, yeah, just keep working, keep trying. Cute girl doesn't always make a great picture, since she just doesn't look comfortable or relaxed. Her pose just doesn't work, and she's forcing herself into that position, and I think that's why. So keep trying, keep working on it, but this is a little bit more comfortable, I think. It works a little better. That one's definitely a little bit too forced, in my opinion. So let's see. Let's get into some questions today. That was all that I had planned. What's wrong with watermark pics? There's not that there's anything wrong with a watermark photo. It's the ugly watermark that's on it and the fact of its placement. Look where it is. Okay, look where this watermark is being placed. Right in the middle of the image where it's annoying as hell. Okay? It's totally distracting. All you see is the watermark in this image, not the bird. My eyes, when I first saw this, went directly to the watermark first, then to the bird. That's wrong. If it's that distracting, it shouldn't be on there. It needs to be placed in the lower corner, smaller, do something else with it. Get rid of it. It's annoying. Today you found it in the feeds. That's good. Don't know what that is. The problem with a sensor swap is that the processor will always be the same and there will always be problems with dust. Not necessarily if they're building the processor into the part of the sensor that's being swapped out. So that could be interesting. You know, if they did build it, you could almost go back to the idea of a medium format camera where you could take the whole back off with the whole processor and all, and you leave the front of the body and the lens as one piece. You know, realistically, it's just a box with a couple of electronics and a shutter, you know, and maybe the autofocus capability, and then you swap out your different sensors on and off. You know, that could very well work too. It could be a different format camera. It might not be the actual DSLR, classic DSLR shape. But the idea of just swapping out a back that's higher resolution or higher ISO, that's kind of interesting. And, it'll cut down on the total cost of owning that and be able to do it. You wouldn't have to buy two bodies if you didn't really need them. It's interesting. It's interesting. I hope they do something with it. I don't know that they will. Let's see. Waiting for the trees to start going dormant. Yeah, me too. I think the YouTube live shows... Oh, yeah, somebody asked you streaming in Google, YouTube or Google+. Wow, that was really weird. Google, I don't know what I was trying to say there. I am streaming to YouTube via Wirecast, and I actually set up the stream right inside of YouTube, and then I use the Wirecast to broadcast the signal up to YouTube. YouTube does the actual recording, and that's it. I can do it as a Google Hangout, but lately I haven't been doing that because I don't have anyone else that I want to be in it. It's just me. So that's it. So maybe in the future I'll do more, interviews or that kind of thing, which I've been thinking about. Maybe I'll do an interview or two. I think it might be fun. But anyway, right now, yes, they are on YouTube, directly to YouTube. How do you win the shirt? You win the shirt by putting in your photo into the photography contest. Get the right one of those. That is the wrong one. What did I do with it? Did I get rid of the link? I think I did. Man, my phone is blowing up today. So, if you go over to the forum and click on this first one, photography assignment number 18, you add in your photo for the autumn/spring photo contest. It can be a portrait, it can be just a scenic photo, it can be anything that you want it to be. I'm going to go along, I'm going to pick my favorite ones. My top 3 are going to win t-shirts and stickers and some other stuff. And what else did I put in there? T-shirt, sticker. Oh, choice of a printed photo. That was the other thing I'm going to add in there. And so, autumn or spring, again, depending upon whether you're in the northern hemisphere or southern. And so, yeah, send me some cool stuff, and I will choose my favorites. The photos don't have to be in until November 1st at 5 p.m., so you've got some time in order to make that work and to get some really cool stuff. Feel free to post a bunch, but again, we're going to be very strict with when it was shot. It has to be shot starting the last Monday through the 1st. If it was before, then it's disqualified. All right, it does not work. Okay, let's see. Yep. Remember to give us a tour of the studio one of these days. Don't worry. Let's see. What's your cure when the motivation and inspiration for photography is down? I actually did a video on this not that long ago. I'm going to just do a Google search for inspiration. There you go. I actually have a couple of videos about that. Okay. This one was a cool one. Oops. Scroll down here. There you go. This one was an interesting one and talked about it in general. But this one I thought was even better. Because I talked more about older photos and looking at photos, finding other ways to find inspiration and find people to read about and study. It could be me, it could be any other photographer, I don't care. Find someone that you want to study, that you think highly of, that you like their style and you want to learn more about them. And so check out those 2 videos. Hopefully one of those will help. Planning on buying Nikon's 105 Micro 2.8G for a portrait. Any thoughts on that lens for portraits? I think it would be an excellent lens for a portrait, but I wouldn't make it your primary one. Well, let me rephrase that. Don't only shoot with a 105. I think it's good to have a dedicated portrait lens like that, especially a micro lens, because they're pretty flexible. But don't pigeonhole yourself into only using that lens. Try some other lenses still, and I think you'll be better off to try some other stuff. All right. Where's Roy tonight? I don't know. He didn't contact me via Skype, so I'm guessing he's asleep or out or working or something, but I guess he's not here. Let's see. When you buy a new lens, you get a lens cover. In other words, a hood. Would you use it all the time to protect it, or depend on the light at the time of shooting? I would say 100% of the time, I put that hood on my lens. It is a 100% habit. I pull the lens out of the bag, I attach it to the body, and then I take the hood off, spin the hood off, and attach it back on because I reverse it when I put it in the bag. Put that hood on, and I use it all the time because I don't use a filter. I don't have any other protection on that front, so if I would happen to bang it into something, that would be bad. That is my lens protection. By the way, you can also do a Google search for Cazillo protection. Haha. And that's an interesting camera and equipment protection video. Goes all over, goes about different ways to protect your equipment and lenses, that kind of thing. And so yeah, that's another excellent video. All right, well, I'll take one more check here for questions. Nikon never has released, oh my goodness, your English is terrible, dude. Has not released the right replacement for the D700. In your opinion, they have not released the replacement for the D700. In other people's opinion, the D800 is the perfect replacement. So yeah, again, that's all a matter of opinion, and you know what they say though about opinions, they're like assholes, everybody's got one. Well, it depends. You know, it depends. I think it's okay. I don't really see a problem with it. You know, I think it's a low enough price that it's a good way to go. Still has a decent high ISO. If you don't like it, you know, you can always blow, you know, shoot the image and then blow it down to a lower megapixel and be done. I don't know. I think it's fine. But again, that comes down, that's your opinion. I think that's it. I think that is it. I'm really going to try hard to get another video posted this Thursday. It's probably going to be a redo of my exposure video. And so we'll see if I can get that done this week. I am going to try to start posting more, you know, on a regular basis, a little bit more. Besides just the Monday ones. And so we'll see. Hopefully I get to it. Alright. So I'm guessing that's everything for it. Let me check Twitter just in case. I'm going to check it over here. Yep, I think that's it for today. Alright. Sign up for the photo workshop coming up October, what was it, 19th and 20th here in Chester County, PA. Lighting, Lightroom, portraits. Maybe we'll do even a little bit of landscape stuff. Should be an excellent class. At least 8 hours. Probably end up going long. Maybe we'll end up going out and having a couple beers afterwards. Limited class size, so that it's intimate, so you guys learn and you can get your questions in. You know, I don't want to pack it with like 30 or 50 people. You know, it's not the kind of class that I want to hold. And so it should be a lot of fun. Sign up, and we'll see if we can get it going. All right, thanks, guys. Greg Cazillo, Cazillo.com. Keep shooting. See ya.